Hi, we're here showing you the cotton candy machine and how to operate it correctly. When you do get the cotton candy machine, you are going to get the instruction manual that narrows down pretty much everything that you need to know for operation, which we're going to show you. If these are not screwed all the way down, you're going to turn the screws and make sure that they're screwed all the way down. The only reason that they're up is to stabilize this head so it doesn't have this shaking, moving motion when it's in transport. It will come in plastic, all cleaned up and ready to go for use. And then you're going to take the bowl and put it right over top. I just already filled the head up, but you just pour the floss sugar into the head, and that comes in your package. You'll have floss sugar, a plastic glove, and your cones. I already took apart a whole bunch of cones just to get them to single cones so that they're ready to go. And you also will get the pink dome, which basically keeps the cotton candy from flying around. And then we're ready to go. So you're always gonna start on high, and you're gonna start from left to right to turn on. So you're gonna start with your motor, then go to your heat, and then you'll come up here. You'll see when you first turn it on, it's gonna take maybe 30 to 60 seconds to start the cotton candy going around. As you can see, this is why you probably want that pink dome so that you don't have cotton candy throwing everywhere. You can see it's starting to spit that cotton candy, and this is why you like the dome, because as you can see, that's the purpose of that. I just wasn't going to dirty a dome. But basically it's going to spit it all. And you can either do two techniques. You can either do where you're going around it and you're spinning the cone. So if you can see, I'm actually going like this to the cone. I'm actually spinning it in a circle as I'm going around that bowl. Or you can wait until it collects. It's going to take a little bit longer to collect without the pink dome pushing everything down. But as it collects, then you can grab from the end and bring it all up like that, and then you would just literally twirl that around. And to seal that piece, I'm just going to kind of use the end, and that seals the piece. And then you have a piece of that, and then you can redo with another one of your cones like that. You can make them as big or small as you want. You know, that might be a small guy, a bigger guy. If you want to make it really big, you can pull your whole cone and make them about the same size. If this is going too fast for you and you don't want to keep up with it because maybe this is blowing it too fast for you to keep up with, basically think of this dial as a speed, so you can actually turn it down a little bit. I would never go like past about here because that is too far down. It's going to be spitting it too slow, and the way that you'll know that you are at a point where you're running out of floss is if you can show them, like you can kind of see in that center, you can see blue in there, so you can see that there's still sugar in there, but it also will slow way down. And if it gets to a point where it's slowing way down and you're running out of candy, then what you're going to do is you're going to keep dialing it back up faster to spit everything out in a faster amount of speed, so that you can get the rest of that candy. And so your goal is you start on high and you end on high. Whether if you dial down to a medium because that's the speed that you're comfortable with, that's fine. But then as you're starting to get lower on candy, you're going to keep going towards that high so that you can then get to that point. So again, you can go around like this and make it, this is the easiest for people, is to twirl it within your fingers. And I don't know if you can see that with the glove on. I'm going to remove my glove so I can kind of show you what my fingers are doing. So I'm just basically twirling it around, which is the easiest to do. I would think almost anybody could do that. One mistake that a lot of people make is they go in and they try to go at that Middle section, you don't want to be doing that. So you don't go near the middle. You want to stay away from the middle. It usually will shock somebody if they do that. They're like, ah, you know, and they're scared and all that. Well, you don't need to worry about that as long as you just stay away from the middle. Just do that and keep that dome empty around the side. Now you can see it's really starting to get almost done there. So now I have it all the way back at high. And I think I've spun, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might have like 7 in my hand, so maybe spin about 8 good size cotton candy machines per cotton candy. On a windy day, you might get a little bit more because it gets a little air into it. And the air actually helps with the cotton candy. And then if I was going to turn this off to do more, I would turn it off from right to left because it's already on high because that's where I started. And then before I would actually put more stuff in, let me figure out where I'm going to put these down. I'll just lay these down over here for now. Before I would actually start with another spinning thing, I would make sure that I took this, and I could probably make another cone or a small cone with that. I might even hold that off to the side, and when I put more in there, I'll start out with that one, which is perfectly fine to do. But as this starts to get too much in here, if it's like, you know, like it's got like about that much high in there, you'll want to empty this out in between. You could eat it, you could throw it away, whatever you want to do. But just make sure every now and then you're just kind of clearing your cotton candy machine before you fill back up on your next one. And if there's any around here, this does get hot. Don't touch that. That gets super hot. If you needed to, you could probably just, you know, kind of pull a little bit of that off of there. It's really not going to hurt anything, but definitely don't touch that. That's hot. These leather floaters, basically, I twist them in between because they help throw it up higher. So it's going to get it higher into the bowl, which is important when you have the pink floater on. I think that's about it. If it doesn't sound like that right away, it's usually power. This takes 12 amps of power, I believe 15 at startup. So you're gonna need a lot of power for this, and it needs to be on its own power outlet because it's definitely power hungry. That's it.